friends, so I'm a relatively small person, and that has its advantages for sure. I can make a reading nook out of most closets, cabinets, and pieces of furniture. I can weasel my way to the front of pretty much any concert, and there's no mass cultural disapproval of me being the size that I am. But there are definitely times where I wish I was not quite so small in stature. Like this week when I was walking on my way to pick up this here piece of art and grab a cup of tea that was not this exact cup, but very similar. Half a block away from me, a man met my eyes. He was walking directly down the center of the sidewalk holding something, a coffee cup, an umbrella, I don't remember. And as I moved aside to pass him, he shifted left too. So I stepped right, and so did he. And this wasn't one of those things where two people get locked in an unintentional merengue trying to let each other by. He was staring directly into my eyes in a way that let me know he was trying to get in my way. When I finally managed to do sort of a half spin and barely squeeze around him, there was a woman trying to pass him from the other direction. I nearly ran her into a store window, and she was the one to say sorry. Now I've been street harassed plenty. This wasn't even close to one of the more egregious times, but if you've been around that feminist block for a minute, you know how women are expected to make themselves small. Sit with your legs crossed while the dude next to you on the train is manspreading like his soul depends on it. Move out of the way of dude types when you're walking through the world because they have the right of way. Make your physical body, your muscles and your fat and your freaking organs occupy as little space as you possibly can. Just disappear into the background. Become like a sexy, subservient ghost, if at all possible. And I am small, but I am no wisp of a person. So when Scary Eyes Sidewalk Dude tried to get in my way, there was no time I more wanted to have one of those Alice in Wonderland eat me, drink me things so that I could just balloon up like an angry dragon screaming, "Excuse the fuck out of you." But I didn't. I made myself as narrow as I could. I tried to stay out of his way. I watched another woman who I almost collided with apologize for taking up space. So I want to know in the comments, has there ever been a time where you wish that you could be bigger or smaller? Has there ever been a time when someone tried to make you feel small and you didn't let them? And if you like this video, you can consider subscribing. You can also find me on all my social medias in the links below, and I'll see you next week. Bye.